Hi, I'm Granatire. Welcome to this episode of Redefinition. This word I'm going to say is duster. It's a pretty usable term where I come from, play hockey, so everyone uses it for a hockey term, but people don't really understand that, and we're going to redefine it for you. Now, you search in duster on the internet, it says a cloth or brush or dusting furniture. Another definition is a woman's loose, lightweight, full coat without buttons, style originally worn in 1920 when traveling in an open car. Obviously, I don't like this term at all. First of all, what they're describing is a jacket. It's a coat, it's a jacket for women. Don't understand why it's called duster at all. It's a little bit long, you can understand that, but we really need to redefine it. Now, when it's the cloth and brush, dusting furniture, I don't like this at all. I believe it should be called something else, or maybe just a cloth or brush. No one really says duster. Last time, no one says, oh, I need a duster for the furniture. No one says that. It says, where's a cloth or a brush? So there's just one right there where no one uses it. You gotta redefine it. Also, if you type this definition into dictionary.com, you'll get a person or thing that removes or applies dust, and a cloth or a brush for removing dust. Is one reason why I want to redefine this word. No one really uses this word unless it's called like Swift or Duster. People use that, but they don't really mean it. They're talking about a cloth or brush, which people should really get to know and start using that word. Now, obviously, duster is a light, loose-fitting, big coat. This term started in the 19th century to the 20th century, mainly for the Western folk, and probably use this term mainly to make sure dust doesn't get on their pants or clothes back when they're riding horses, for that matter. But it shouldn't be used duster. When I think of duster, I think of sports. Now, these next two photos are just short photos. They're going over what a duster, one of the definitions is. It's a women's clothing. It's a long coat. Mainly, it's a jacket and it's a coat. So I don't understand why people use duster. I've never heard a girl or a woman say, I need a duster. No. When they're talking about a coat. Not at all. Now, when you go on urbandictionary.com and you type in duster, you get my definition, or what I like to call the good definition of duster. It says a person who's absolutely garbage at a sport, game. This person is considered a duster. Now, I like this definition a lot because I play sports. I've played sports all my life. And when you see someone bad, you see someone awful, you just call them a duster. It's what we do. It's mainly for a hockey term. I've heard other sports call it, but that's what hockey players do. We make up names for people, and whenever I say duster, I'm around hockey people. No one really thinks we're cleaning something off of furniture at all. And we're talking about someone that is terrible and sucks at hockey. And for other sports, obviously, it's be terrible or sucks at that sport. When you use this word, you should use it in a manner that you're describing somebody or something that they did to make them that bad. Like a kid falls, he's a duster. Kid misses a shot on net, he's a duster. Kid is just on the fourth line sometimes and he just gets no ice time. He's a duster, he's terrible, he's not even playing in the game. Next three photos is mainly hockey. This one is just picture the ankles, they're bending in. No one who plays hockey stands like this unless they're just beginning or hockey's just not a sport for them. It really is some guy just terrible at the sport of hockey. Second one is a guy in a yellow shirt with a stick. Obviously, his skates aren't on the ice, so that's a big problem when you play hockey because who stands like that? No one can stand like that. His helmet, his equipment is pretty dusty because it's outdated. No hockey player likes outdated equipment, they like new equipment. The next photo is a kid whose ankles are touching the ice. And it's pretty funny because if I saw this kid in person or was playing against him, he wouldn't hear the end of it. I'd be going up and down the ice calling him a duster. Come on, what are you doing? His ankles are touching the ice. He looks terrible right now. We call it a duster. The next one is a tweet from this guy. He says, struck out in slow pitch softball for the first time today. So just wanted to document that on Twitter so I know when it happened. #duster. I like this tweet a lot, mainly because he calls himself a duster. When you have someone who calls themselves a duster, you got to be friends with that person because that person knows how to live life. They know that they suck at the sport. they embrace it and they deal with it. The fact that he documented it on Twitter is pretty funny. But this is a person who uses it in a good term, that I know, and a term that you should start to know. Next one is some guy called Logan Christie tweet. He said, I had a dream that Simon Cowell and I cleaned my house and I taught him how to effectively use a Swift duster. No one understands me. Now, I can understand where he's coming from because it's called a Swift duster, but guess what? Back to the original part of the video, it is a brush or a cloth, and people need to start using that term, please, because a duster just doesn't fit it. Like, duster should relate to sports and have a cloth or a rag or a brush be used to clean dust off of furniture. Now, if people start using that, I'll be pretty happy. But this guy, no idea what he's doing. This is an example of a wrong definition of the word. As you can see, those are just a few examples of people using it right and wrong. I like it the sports way, and we should really start together as a society, use it in a sports term. Leave the other words like brush, cloth, rag, or a coat to be used for terms that go with that. You know, duster just should go with sports player and go from there. So tell your friends, tell your family to start using duster as a terrible sports player. And guess what? It'll make me happy, you'll be happy, everyone will be happy, and we'll move on from there. I'm out.